Had a really frustrating weigh-in this week.
That is what compared to last week?
Up. And this is why I am not the biggest fan of weighing yourself extremely frequently, because if you're someone like Ethan who has this extremely long journey ahead of him,
that's the vacation of America right there.
You get frustrated when the weight doesn't go down.
Man, you didn't lose weight today. Run an extra mile. Get another hour of cardio. Do you know how easy it is to lose weight? Coach Greg, in today's video, Ethan Bernard is devastated by his lack of losing weight. He claims that he was dialed, training harder than last time, pushing himself to failure, doing cardio, measuring every morsel, but yet he gains weight after a week. Let's see it go down. Actually, his weight go up.
It's weekly weigh-in time, baby. Last week I was 444.6 pounds. Let's see where we're at. Come on.
446.2 pounds.
440 what?
And so you can see the coach kind of looking over in disbelief. I mean, after all, he called him all week long.
Food-wise, I was like dialed this week.
No, absolutely. I called you every single day, did I not?
It's not possible that he cheated on his diet, that he picked up the phone and said, yes, coach, everything's in order. Perfect diet. You don't think that anyone could possibly ever eat in secret? Now, I'm not even saying that he did. I'm just saying the fact that the coach says, I called you every day this week, it doesn't prove anything. I just think the coach is like, he doesn't want to get blamed for the lack of his number one client success. Imagine how important it is that Ethan lose weight. What will it do to his coaching career if Ethan fails to lose weight? I mean, it would essentially end his career. And so he has to make sure that he loses weight. If he loses weight, he makes hundreds of thousands, millions, whatever amounts of dollars.
So that is what compared to last week?
Up.
As if the coach doesn't know. And so what was that compared to last week? The coach doesn't know what his number one client weighs? You don't think he walked in knowing exactly how much he weighed to the decimal? Oh, last week you lost 11 pounds. You give him a hug, you high five, you celebrate. I'm thinking, he lost too much weight. It's too fast. When people lose weight too quickly, they're more likely to binge the next week, and or even if they don't, they're more likely to regain some of that weight because a lot of it, it's actually water.
I'm confused. Food-wise, I was like dialed this week.
No, absolutely. I called you every single day, did I not?
Yeah.
I was like, open it on.
Dude, I track lettuce to the gram now.
He's tracking lettuce to the gram, every gram of lettuce. I mean, what if he weighed it off by 17 grams, the lettuce, and it was 0.1 calorie more? I mean, that could throw off his entire diet. You don't have to weigh less. You guys are watching this video to learn how to lose weight. Eat as much lettuce as you want. If you're at your calorie limit to today and you want to eat lettuce, eat a pound of it. 7 pounds of lettuce. Don't stop eating it. You can eat it in unlimited portions. If your coach doesn't let you eat as much lettuce as you want and has a specific lettuce grammage limit, fire your freaking coach.
I think now more than ever, it's just like water weight really does play a role,
And so imagine the coach not saying, it's water weight. If your weight goes down, yay, you lost fat. And if your weight goes up, you gained water. That is what everyone wants to hear. But I'm going to give it to you straight.
And obviously, we're not going to lose 11 pounds every week, right?
No,
but I
of
was
course
definitely.
We'll talk about that.
I was still expecting it to be down.
No, in fact, you're not. If I hired the best stock market investor in the world, the best one in the world, would I expect my investments to go up every single week? Or would some weeks it actually go down? Even the best investment, the best stocks, the best year, some weeks the stocks just go down. And so the same applies to your weight. And so even if we assume that Ethan didn't cheat on his diet, that he actually weighed every gram of lettuce, that he didn't eat while sleepwalking in the middle of the night, that he tracked everything, that he did all the cardio, that he didn't miss any workouts, it doesn't mean his weight can't go up, especially the week after he loses 11 pounds. Now, here's the problem. Once weekly weighing is wrong. Say it with me. Weighing yourself once a week, wrong. And so once a week weighing, it doesn't work. Do you know what works? You weigh yourself every single day. And what do? You take the median weight, the middle number. They taught it to you in grade 10. You all know this. Probably grade 8. Took you till grade 10 to learn it. And so why would we do that? Because of water fluctuations. Some days you sweat a lot, you're dehydrated. Some days you're bloated, you ate too much lettuce that you weighed out before bed, and you woke up with too much fiber and you got a bloated belly, and the weight's up. You track your median weight. Are you a failure if you decide to have 3 cans of Diet Coke on the way to the weigh-in? Oh, my weight didn't go down. Well, you drank 3 cans of Diet Coke, it weighs 2 pounds. And so it's stupid. And so when Ethan weighed himself last week, he was on a low day. You get it? It was really light. He was sweating, dehydrated. He was pissing blood, who knows? You all know he has lymphedema, right? He could carry 50 pounds of water in his friggin' ankles. That's how bad this thing is. He's got so much water, it's coming over in his cankles. And so he's suffering.
And obviously, we're not going to lose 11 pounds every week, right?
No,
But I
of
was
course
definitely.
We talk about
I was still expecting it to be down.
Hear me out, Ethan. Why do you compare this week's weight to 2 weeks ago and skip last week's weigh-in? You're down 11 pounds in 2 weeks. You've lost 5.5 pounds a week. That is amazing. That's more than 1% of your body weight a week. It's actually fast. And so you're doing amazing, but you don't feel amazing because last week you weighed yourself on a low day. Had you gone on Friday, maybe you're up 2. Perhaps you were only down 7. And so stop with the weekly weigh-ins. Coaches, you all suck. Do you know how many problems would be solved if people all hired Coach Greg? Like, you understand, it's in the name, Coach Greg. It's been that way for years. Who's the guy who's nearly sold 100,000 friggin' cookbooks at an outrageous price of $200? Do you know how many millions of dollars that I've made selling you my friggin' dreams? To help you lose weight, and it's worth every friggin' penny. Ethan drove 2,000 miles across the friggin' United States to train this with his coach, and all he had to do was buy my friggin' cookbook. It's that simple, $200 friggin', Ethan. But no, I'm gonna weigh myself every friggin' week. Stupid mood. We don't know any better now, do we?
Coach is crashing up.
I'm gonna friggin' press the Slimer horn. Have you all seen the Slimer horn? Slimer! From the Ghostbusters! Extreme cuteness, Slimer from the Ghostbusters.
I think this is like what's really frustrating is like this is where people really mess up because from here they usually
I spiral.
You spiral.
I used to, like, if this, like, last year there were several weeks where I was in my deficit and the scale didn't move, and I crashed out every single time.
Exactly.
Think of it like, think of the logic here. Like, the stupidity, it's not logic. Think of how stupid people are. They're in a deficit every single day, and taking their word for it. They're not cheating on the diet. I don't think Ethan's cheating. I think it's water. He's got lymphedema. Totally valid excuse. You have to expect fluctuations in weight, which is even more important why he would weigh himself every week. Why did he fly to freaking Canada and train with Coach Greg? Or perhaps he could have visited me in Miami. The weight goes up 1 week because you're only weighing yourself once a week. You happen to be bloated that day because you're carrying some extra water. And because your weight didn't go down, you then say, fuck it, you eat 10,000 calories. It's called self-sabotage. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. And so don't do it. And so if you're watching this video right now and you're one of the hundreds of thousands of morons who weighs themselves once a week, and if that scale weight went up because you didn't hold back drinking too much water before weighing in, don't binge the next day. Stick to the game plan. And realize it's like the stock markets. The stocks, they go up and they go down. As long as most of the time, in this case, they're going down, your weight is good. It's okay.
I was worried about the water weight catching up with me eventually out here. I didn't expect it to be like the second week.
Yeah.
Obviously, people can tell with my legs, like the water retention is something I'm really struggling with, but it's still.
You have lymphedema. You could be up 10 or down 10 pounds every single day because of your disease. And by the way, that is made significantly worse from obesity. And so the more you weight you're going to lose, the better it's going to get.
With that, we still dropped a bunch last week. So I was expecting like 441.
Weigh-ins like this suck. I remember when I was losing weight, like this sucks. I promise you, you are moving forward. No, this sucks.
Yeah, that is gonna suck.
We'll see where we're at next week.
I was like, we're gonna be in the 430s. And then it's just like,
Nope.
wrecked. Damn.
You're good, man. All right.
I
Next
appreciate
week.
you, bro.
Absolutely.
And so he was expecting the 430s. He thought he would be down 5 pounds. He did not. And so it's the coach's fault. He should be weighing him more than once a week. He shouldn't be putting all his eggs in one basket, all on that once weekly weight. He should be spreading it out. Had he been weighing himself every single day, he perhaps would have been 444, 447, 443. It would have been up and down. He would have been able to handle it. He would have circled his median weight, and eventually it would have gone down because it equates for the averages, not a freak day where he has lost some weight.
This is freaking ridiculous. Look at this water weight. I know it's better than it was when I was at my heaviest, but this is freaking ridiculous. Between the water weight, the hernia, and all the other crap going on in here, aside from just being fat, I just can't wait until I get closer to where I want to be, and I don't have to deal with some of this stuff. And as long as I keep losing weight, it's all going to continue to get better.
Exactly. It's going to continue to get better. Just don't expect yourself to lose weight every single time you weigh in. Now, the nutrition narc, he has a different theory. He disagrees with Coach Greg. Imagine disagreeing with Coach Greg. When am I wrong? Like, growing up is realizing that Coach Greg was always right. Now, I do believe that once Nutrition Narc sees this video, he's going to change his opinion. He's going to be like, oh yeah, I see your point now. So it's not a big deal. We're allowed to disagree.
Just like Ethan, I was tracking lettuce to the damn gram and my weight went up.
What's with everyone weighing lettuce to the gram? No me importa. Comer muchos lechuga si tú quieres.
I actually met Ethan the other month at the Arnold. He's a pretty honest guy. He always talks about his struggles with food, so I think if he did binge, he would mention something.
Another lie. Nutrition Narc. Just because you met a guy for an hour at the Arnold's doesn't mean you know if he's honest or not. You know, I met him. He was such a sweet guy. There's no way he would ever lie about cheating on his diet. He would always tell the truth. No, like I've coached enough people where their sister would call me up and say, oh, by the way, for her birthday, she ate a 16-inch pizza. She's not going to tell you about it. Don't tell her I told you. And so I would get the weigh in. I'd be like, oh, it's funny that your weight jumped up over here. Okay, 5 more hours of cardio this week. No problem. You're eating exactly as stated. The calories can't get any lower. 5 more hours of cardio. And that's it. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to out the sister. And so I'm not even saying that's what's going on because he literally has the lymphedema, which explains everything.
Many people lose weight in a stair-step pattern, meaning you hold it, and then drop it really quickly. Hold it, drop it really quickly. And I went through the same thing with my weight loss. You can see here, I had a high weigh-in too, even though I was eating 1,600 calories every single day. Just like Ethan, I was tracking lettuce to the damn gram and my weight went up.
Yeah, just like Ethan, you were weighing yourself once a week. You wouldn't have that stable week if you were actually tracking yourself consistently and circling the median weight.
And this is why I am not the biggest fan of weighing yourself extremely frequently, because if you're someone like Ethan who has this extremely long journey ahead of him, you will lose weight over the long run.
And so his advice is to weigh himself less frequently, not more. My advice, more frequency. You know, you get the data. If you see yourself going down 2 pounds every day, you're thinking, okay, maybe I'm over dieting. Or if the scale's never going down, you're like, well, maybe I'm not in a deficit. And so rather than weighing yourself more often and getting actual data on how much you should be eating, because remember, you don't even have to track the calories you're eating. You don't have to weigh every freaking gram of lettuce. You just check yourself in the morning. Is the weight going down in general or is it going up? You can adjust your calories logically based on what's going on. And so no, let's weigh ourselves less frequency. I mean, so what is the advice? Weigh yourself once a month, every 3 months? And so let's imagine he takes that advice. 3 months, he doesn't weigh himself because, well, it's discouraging if the weight doesn't go down. In 3 months, he's up 11 pounds. Was that better? Oh, I didn't get discouraged for those 3 months because I didn't know I'd actually weighed. And so maybe I lost 40 pounds after those 3 months. You're up 11. In comparison, you weigh yourself every day, immediate feedback, and you make the changes.
Because if you're someone like Ethan who has this extremely long journey ahead of him, you will lose weight over the long run as long as you are sticking to your calorie deficit. And you know deep down when you're cheating on your diet. So be honest with yourself, you're going to lose weight.
Yeah, you know how you'll know if you're cheating on your diet? If the scale weight is going up. If you don't, you can lie to yourself. Do you know that people don't, Nutrition Narc, hear me out. 95% of people don't know how to track calories. You do, you're a smart man. Most do not. Coaches mostly do not. I coached coaches. I'm the coach's coach. And so I would teach them, guess what? Rice, if it's dry weight versus wet, it makes a difference. They didn't know that. Do you know that when you put those potatoes in the oven, they're going to evaporate some of the steam and it's going to be more tense? And so the calories are going to go up. No, they're cappy. I'm like, you didn't realize this? You coached that many competitors, 100 and something at the time, couldn't believe it. Oh, I eat 4,600 calories a day. No, you don't. Show me your calories. There's no way you're dieting on 4,600 calories. They're eating 8 cups of rice a day. And they were doing that based on 8 cups of rice dry. No wonder the calories were so high. Think about it.
Weighing yourself like every day or so can cause a lot of frustration when the numbers don't show like...
That's the pussification of America right there.
You get frustrated when the weight doesn't go down every time and you're frustrated. Too bad!
You shouldn't have got that participation prize. If you get too many participation prizes, this is what happens.
And it's not that they don't show, they just don't show yet.
Yeah, it is that they don't show. You didn't lose weight today. Run an extra mile. Get another hour of cardio. Do you know how easy it is to lose weight? Oh, I didn't lose weight today. I'm up 2 pounds. Okay, let's go for a 2-hour bike ride in Miami with Coach Greg, which I did this morning at 6 freaking a.m. You don't think you're burning calories. And so if the scale doesn't go down and you want to go down faster than last time, you do more cardio. I used to set people's programs of bodybuilders. If your weight doesn't go down after 2 days, you add 1 hour of cardio. Their weights went down. Didn't have any problems. Never did I have somebody who couldn't lose weight. Why? Why do you think? Because I didn't give them participation trophies. Oh, it's watery. No, it's not. You're fat. And so if you want to make things easier, you know how easy it is? You can hire Coach Greg. This is one option. You can use Coach Greg supplements. For example, the GO2 Max, which improves your cardio. You can go longer and harder than last time. The Turk, allow you to train harder, recover faster. Or the GLP Max, which reduces your cravings, your appetite by 28%. Who wouldn't want that? And if that is not enough, Algo RX, the GLPs, they're going crazy. You probably won't even be hungry. It'll be easy. Anyone with a freaking wallet can afford to lose weight right now. Head over to AlgoRx, get the blood work done, get the prescribed medications. Remember, it's pharmaceutical. It's from compounding pharmacies. It's not some research chemical bullshit. If you want that, go and talk to Sam Sulik. Yeah, I said it. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you like. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 boops. And of course, if you want to get coached by me, you know I'm the best coach. Click the link if you want to get sponsored. Click the link if you want to sell my stuff in your stores. Click the link. And until next time, je suis fini.